Welcome to another episode of Girl Talk and Chill, the safe space for Black women, hosted by Meese and Autumn.
Hello.
In this
Hello,
podcast, we
hello,
kiki and
hello.
hold a safe space
What's
to
up,
discuss what it's like
friends?
to be a
What's up,
millennial Black woman,
friends?
finding our ultimate circle of friends.
Welcome back.
Maintaining our
again.
mental health, dating after divorce, and
Week
navigating
8.
our journey of self-discovery.
Oh my, this
Let's
like
get into it.
I feel like we should get a gold freaking star or like some money or a bottle of wine.
Honestly,
happen. Something needs to happen
who's
because
gonna throw us a party?
we pull up. I definitely pull up. Pat me on the back because 8 weeks or something. It's giving. I really love this.
Period. It's giving. This is my favorite time of the week.
Yes. Yeah. So for all the girlies, I know there was a lot of conversation on the internet about Ciara's new song. Have you heard her new song yet? The snippet, because I don't think it's out yet.
It's not all the way out yet, but yeah, I too have seen the little video going around of her singing her new independent woman theme song. Okay,
I'm here for it. I was surprised to see like a lot of the backlash. Like, for one, I feel like it's because it was Ciara. You know, like, people really didn't like to see her leave Future, being a baby mama, and like get the spoiled girl life from Russell. Like, a lot of people felt like she didn't deserve that. And so, yeah. Like,
whoa,
mainly men though.
of course.
I didn't really see women taking that take, but the girlies are saying that they want Ciara's prayer on how to get their own Russell. They don't want to be independent anymore. They don't want to hear about that. Give us a love song. Because you're not independent, Ciara. That's what the girlies are saying.
I feel like she did give us a love song. She gave us a self-love song.
I
don't know. I'm like you. I like the song. I feel like it has a nice beat. We all know Ciara doesn't have Beyonce Rihanna vocals, but she's definitely gonna carry a tune for us. I thought when it dropped, it's gonna be a bop. Like, and I will say, two things can be true at the same time. She can have her Russell prayer, and she can be an independent woman. Like, before, when she left Future and before she got with Russell, she was building, she was just Ciara. She was by herself. Like, you know, she had her career, she was doing her own thing, she was very independent while she prayed for her man and he came into her life. Like, that's a part of the journey of getting your Russell. You can't just be out here with your hand out and your feet up like, where's my Russell gonna come and take care of me? Like, girl.
I mean, it works for some women, but I will say, like you said, like Ciara, it's not like, you know, we were introduced to Ciara as a Russell Wilson's wife. We have known CC for years. For years now, and like, she has been independent, she's had her own and everything. So I don't see how her coming out with the, you know, get your money, you don't need a man or whatever, is any different than what these rappers be doing. Like, you are not out here running through women, got, you know, 2-3 girlfriends. Sir, you have a whole wife and family at home.
A whole
45.
entire life.
You're 45 years old. You ain't touched no drugs since 98, if you ever touched them.
Your heart can't take it. Like, who are you playing?
Yeah, and so I'm just like, I don't know. It was really wild to me. I don't know if the one person I'm thinking of will see this. I'm not throwing subs or shots, but like there was one lady that was really going hard about Ciara being, tone deaf and how the generation doesn't want to hear independent women music anymore for black women because black women, we're trying to get rid of that mantle and we want to be in our soft area. We want to be loved on and taken care of. And so like her releasing this type of music it just misses the mark and like, how it's damaging to the community, to the black community. And I was just like, and her take was like Ciara making this type of music is just as bad as like rappers disrespected black women. And I was just like, you know what? I was kind of like I wasn't with you, but I could see where you were going until you got to that point. But no, ma'am. Like, no, why
Not
are
at
y'all putting
all,
this
man.
huge weight on Ciara? Like, she's not making struggle love music, right? Like, she's not encouraging, being cheated on, staying in toxic cycles. She's literally saying, "Get your bag." I don't know what the whole song is saying, but the snippet I heard was like, "Get your bag. You're not out here, you don't got to be worried about being with the man or not." Because, sometimes, like, you can absolutely want a relationship, but the cards are just not there for you. It's just not in alignment with where you are right now. So what you supposed to do? Be depressed? Like,
And broke. You ain't got no man and you ain't got no money. Like you gotta pick a struggle.
help out. I don't know. I feel like that song is very, very appropriate. We're all at different seasons and different time zones in our life. And so to be like Ciara is encouraging black women to pick up the strong black woman cape is, first of all, we already have it, right? Like we already have that. But it's a cute little bop for the girls. Like
Yeah, and I mean I'm like you. She's not encouraging anything toxic. Like, I mean, I just don't see what the problem and the issue is with, I think people didn't like that it was coming from her because that's not her lifestyle. That's not her truth right now. But there's a lot of people, a lot of R&B singers that put out songs, love songs about being a great man and loving on a woman and doing this and doing that. And these niggas are trash. Like, Music Soul Child has some of the best love songs out there. And he's not been a good man to the women in his life. Like,
I don't want to know. I'm gonna ruin.
I'm just saying. Who else? Neo. He has a lot of phenomenal love songs out here. He's written a lot of phenomenal love songs. Horrible, horrible man to be married to. Absolute garbage. So,
Bro, that man is a Libra. I'm getting off topic. That's
ooh,
said.
so much explained in one small statement.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
Like, we're not holding the men to that standard. And like you said, like their relationship, Ciara and Russell's relationship has just been like so magnified and like become the relationship goals. Like I would not want my relationship to be the standard for anything. Like that's so much pressure. But like that's who they are. And so for her to come out with this, you don't need no man or whatever, people is like, nigga, what?
I see so many people talking about like, yeah, she's recording this right now, but Russell the one holding the camera while she's recording. Like he's literally right there supporting you as he should be. As he should be. But I mean, do they have any daughters? I know she has a son with Future. They have one daughter. So that is definitely something that she would want to encourage her daughter. And I know Russell also would want to encourage his daughter to be independent. You don't have to rely on a man outside of your daddy, because I know everybody's daddy ain't gonna be on, it ain't showing up like that. But You literally don't have to. And I would also like to say that just because you're getting money and just because you are taking care of yourself and you're independent doesn't mean that it has to be rough and you got to be, it can still be very feminine. You can still take care of yourself and be independent and still be feminine and still live a soft life that's not a struggle. So I definitely think we got to stop equating independence to struggle. Those
Yeah,
two things are not synonymous. They don't always have to go together.
I think you know what. I think it wasn't until I saw like the TikTok girlies. Like there was a trend last year of black women. It was like black dang, what was it? It was either black, I think it was black women making six figures, black women making over six figures, what do you do and whatnot. So it was these dope black women living in their penthouses in their downtown apartment.
Period.
And they would come on and they would say what they did, and and it was not giving. I mean, we of course we don't know what they have going on behind closed doors, but it was not giving busted and disgusted, ran through. I'm so tired from 50 side hustles to get like no, absolutely not, absolutely freaking not. And so yes, it was so many. It was so many like comments and Twitter threads like, "Girl, we tired of paying our bills by ourselves and this and that." And girl, I feel you, but like I love being able to pay my own bills. Like I love being able to do that.
I mean, I think that, I don't know. It's just, to me, it's just weird. It's weird energy and weird vibes to be like, I don't even know how to explain it or express it without sounding disrespectful. And you know the way my mouth is set up, like, me's always talking about we gonna get canceled. You gonna get us canceled. I'm trying not to, but I think it's weird energy to just be like, I can't and I don't want to pay my own bills. I literally just want somebody to come in and be my savior and pay my bills. Like, it's not giving I'm looking for deep intimate relationships. It's not giving I want a solid connection. It's literally just giving pay my bills. Pay my bills.
I mean, this might be where we differ because step number one, yes, pay my bills. Step number two, I hope we can have an intimate connection after you pay my bills. But if you can't pay my bills, I don't want to have it. No. I need the benefits before you can get the benefits. Like
But
I
does that not sound like being a dependent? Like, you're not you specifically, but I'm
mhm.
saying for women to have the mindset of, I'm tired of paying my bills. I don't want to pay my bills. I'm struggling to pay my bills. So what is the attraction for him to be like, okay, this is a stable woman that I want to bring into my life and take care of her, and like we're adding value to each other. Like, you're struggling to exist in your own life and you want to bring that struggle shit into my life. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. I don't know if I'm a fan of that.
Well, my feminist views start fading around this point because I don't believe in gender equality in that way. I absolutely think it's different for women than men. Like men, oh my god, I don't want to sound like no reverse opposite Kevin Samuels. Right. But like manly men, like they love, you know what I'm saying, like they thrive on being able to take care of a woman and like making her life easier and helping her out and shit like that. If we didn't live in the real world, I wouldn't believe that because all of the niggas online be like, a woman gotta have this, woman gotta have that, blah blah blah. But in real life, sir, like I see who y'all be dating. Like
Facts. It's
I,
facts. It's
I see
facts.
who bills y'all be paying. Like so, I do feel, what women bring to the table is completely different than what's evaluated for what a man brings to the table. Like just by existing and caring for a man, like their standard of life goes up, right? Because you come around, the man started dressing better, he eating better, he working out now because you like, hey, like your heart rate and you're getting old, like you know what I'm saying? Like we just
You got
bring
titties now, bro. You gotta do something about that.
right. And so we're lovingly, hey babe, like, do you want to work on this? And like we're helping them be better people. Like, and statistics show, which I didn't know until somebody's posted them on Facebook. Did you know that married men have a longer lifespan than single men, and married women have a shorter lifespan than single women? And so,
Yeah.
like, we're literally trading time off of our life for these men. So, it's a different that's a different conversation to me. But I do believe, like, as a woman, I never want to feel like I'm struggling, like, with or without. Right. So yes, I want you to pay my bills, but before you showed up to pay them, I could pay them myself. And I feel like that's what Ciara is encouraging in her song. And like people who are missing that message, I just feel like they ODing because it's her. Because if Beyonce came out with that song, like Beyonce literally said, quit your job. Quit your job. Don't let them break your soul. And then she came out with a tour right behind that and was like, give me all your coins. What coins?
Yes.
Tell me to quit my job.
Like, you didn't give us no time. She came out with merch because she had like the little Renaissance boxes.
Yes.
She came out with the Renaissance boxes that you had to pre-order, and nobody knew what was inside the box. And they sold out. Nobody knew. She never said what's inside the box. Wasn't no VIP tickets inside the box, coffee mugs. You have no idea what's in the box.
And yeah. And people supported it after she told you to quit your job.
I mean, let's think about the Lemonade album when that came out, and she had the song on there where she was talking about I can't remember exactly what song it was, but she was talking about beefing with her man, and you basically you don't have to take this, you can leave and you could go.
Girl.
And then she didn't go nowhere. She was building sandcastles after that.
Listen, so I was watching the visual album. I absolutely love visual albums. Like, it's been a love of mine that Beyonce started doing them. I'm like, yes. So I'm watching and I'm like, oh my God, like she leaving Jay. And it keeps playing. And she didn't say like the sorry, I ain't sorry. Like, you were supposed to be home, you ain't here. She said you finna lose your wife. Like, all of this, like
Period.
If Beyonce leaves her man that's not doing right, all the girlies is gonna be free. And then by the end, yes, she was building sandcastles, and I was like, damn, B. I mean, I get it. But
I mean, she's a storyteller. She told a story, and at the end of the story, I'ma still keep my nigga.
I felt like she didn't have to hype us up like that for her to say. Like, I feel like that didn't have to happen. But great music came out of it, and she's Beyonce. So
Because that's absolutely my favorite album. Like, to this day, that is my favorite album. Love, love, love Lemonade. I'm all for it. I seen her when she went on tour for that album. I mean, it was great. Great times. But I absolutely am one of the girlies that left her nigga. When Lemonade came out, oh yeah, I was definitely, I say, you know what? I don't need this shit. Beyonce don't need this shit, and neither do I. I'm out of here. This.
Still with her man to this day.
Still with her man to this day.
Look at us divorced. But that's like, that's like all of the girlies, like Cardi, the City Girl. Now, what I heard about, I don't know too much about it, but I heard like a few things here and there about JT and Uzi and like the type of issues they was having. And I'm like, City Girls is going down bad. Nicki and Mary, we ain't gonna talk about Nicki and her husband. Please, but just don't. Like all of the girlies was going down bad. Like everybody online talking about F these niggas ain't blah 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 blah, this and that. But you at home fixing your man breakfast, rubbing his feet when he get up, dropping that thing whenever he can get. Like, I'm like, y'all got us going down bad.
I think on the song, who was it? Cardi is on the song with Glorilla, Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that song. And at the end of her verse, she literally says that she's fighting over dick too. Like, you know that
Yes.
your man is trash. And you know he be out here spreading it low and wide. And you're literally like, oh no. Like, and she literally, I watched the interview where she was talking about, or maybe it was an interview, it was like a live that she did where she was talking about like, he's my provider. The lifestyle that I have, he provides, which is not exactly true because she makes more money than him, but that's another story. But he like gives and provides and takes care of me and our kids. So why would I not fight for my livelihood? If somebody is digging in my purse and they stealing money out of my purse, I'm a drag that hoe. So why would I not drag a hoe that's trying to steal the man who's providing? Like, he's my resources. I'm like, I see what you tried to do there,
Right.
Cardi. I see what you tried to do there. But I'm gonna have to let that nigga go.
She's also a Libra.
Why do you know all of them? That's what I need to know.
There was a year where it was just like I knew like the most popular zodiac signs, like, okay, Leo, this and that. Like, I knew a lot of them, but I could never like pinpoint a time where somebody was like, I'm a Libra. And then one year it was like a magnet, like so many of them people were around, and I was just like, okay. But Cardi, like, that's cute how she tried to spin it, but ma'am, absolutely not. And I felt like that was very problematic of her to be in the song talk about, and I fight over it too. When she had a whole court case about hiring somebody to go fight. You didn't hear about that?
No.
She hired some people to go beat up strippers from when Offset cheated on her. Yes. Her court case was just like a couple months ago. But this happened.
You're kidding me.
I want to say this happened like, well, I heard about it after she had their first child years ago. Because I was like, maybe it was like the postpartum period. Like, still acceptable. But postpartum is a wild place. But yeah, so when she said it, I was like, Cardi, like, you're literally in court right now, or just finalized a court case about hiring some men to go beat up some strippers.
But y'all want to beef with Ciara for saying you don't have to have that type of drama with a man. If he doing all of that, just get your own, provide your own purse. Y'all want to beef with her over that. Now, the one city girl that I will say is still up, in my opinion, she up and she done stayed up.
Here you go.
Carisha ain't never gone for.
I didn't think you was gonna say Carisha.
Yes. Who you think I was gonna say?
I was just gonna say Meg.
Oh, Meg's not a city girl. Meg is not a city girl. Meg is not a city girl. She stays booed up. She stayed with a man and with a nigga.
It was down bad behind Bone. We ain't gonna talk about it.
Who? Down bad behind who?
I'm talking about that case.
Oh, yeah. But that he wasn't her nigga. He wasn't her nigga. He was just a nigga. And niggas do nigga things, okay? But Carisha, I feel like her and Diddy's situation, she literally is living exactly what she been rapping about. I'm going to get this nigga's money. Yeah, I'm Papa Coochie for him whenever he want. I'm doing the things, but I'm getting everything. This nigga is cashing her out. He had a whole baby. She like, okay, and I knew the baby was on the way 4 months ago. Y'all niggas is slow. Y'all are just getting the tea. But I've been knowing. Why you think he took me on a little vacation with the yacht and shit? She's living a real city girl life. She mean everything she say. And I fuck with her.
A lot of girlies had a problem with that because, like, there would be times when she would go on Twitter venting or beefing with one of the other girls in his harem of women. And it was like, Carisha, if you really don't care, why are you doing so much? Like, why are you?
Because big Aquarius energy, bitch, why is you talking to me? Like, it's just, Aquarius is getting in our goddess, godlike energy, and like, I'm up here and you know that you're down here. Why is you talking to me?
What I will say is, like, when I peeped what was going on, I don't know how much she was getting from Diddy. Like, some people said she was getting like $250K a month. How does anybody know that? I don't know, but that's what the internet said. And I was just like, if Diddy set me up on a platform, help me get a show together, I'm thriving with that. I'm getting 250K a month. I'm pretty sure I can be, what that SZA song say? Blind, blind, blind. I don't see nothing. I don't, baby? Oh yeah, I knew about that. Other women? Oh yeah, sure, whatever. Did that 250K hit? Okay, like I don't.
Okay, literally, it's not, and that's why I said she's a real authentic city girl. She meant what she said, and she living it. And she like, I have a baby. I don't want to have no more kids, at least not right now. He want to have some more kids. She got a uterus. She got a uterus. Do what you want to do.
Leave mine out of it.
Period. It's not a part of the conversation. I love that for her, and he love it too apparently because he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. I said, leave Carisha alone, man. It's too many women that's going down bad for nothing. That are themselves paying to go down. So
Your account is sitting at $15.00.
yeah. So I like Carisha. I rock
Yeah.
that.
She's a fave of mine. Big Aquarius energy. You know I love my Aquarius sisters.
Yes, and of course you would know that they are Aquarius. I didn't know. Now I didn't know she was an Aquarius until somebody pointed out about her golden showers comment and Kevin Gates being an Aquarius. I'm like, why I gotta be so weird, man?
Bro. That's what I'm saying. Like half the time they gotta be trolling. Like that's one thing that we will do. I told you we have like an obsession with being different and unique. And so we'll just say whatever because I don't want to go with the rest of the crowd. I don't want to go with what everybody else is doing. So, but she took the cake with the golden shower. You on your own, sis. I can't get behind that.
I didn't need to know that, but hey, whatever floats your boat, Carisha. Whatever get the bill paid, I guess. I don't. No thanks. But yeah, lots of artists and entertainers do what they do, which is entertain. And so I think that y'all need to leave Ciara alone. Leave Ciara alone. Let her do her thing, and I'm gonna listen to the song when it drops, if it even still drops, because like the reviews that came out were so, I wouldn't even say they were mixed. It was so many people against it. I'm like, is she still gonna release the song? Like, I don't know, but
I hope she does because I mean, I would just hate to see somebody be bullied into, not releasing their creativity. Like she was really, you seen her in the video, she was really feeling it. And like I said, this is definitely a mindset that I know that her and Russell together are going to implement in putting in their daughter's mind, like it's, what your purpose and intention behind it was. And we didn't get to hear all the lyrics. So at least give us a chance to hear all of the lyrics, put the full song out. And quite honestly, the girls be mad about everything. The girlies be mad about every goddamn thing. So they begged Rihanna to put music out. She put music out. They didn't like the music that she put out. They want Rihanna to go on tour. She did the live performance at the Super Bowl. She wasn't giving enough. Why would she perform if she's pregnant? Like, they're always going to complain about something. So give us the damn song, Cece.
yeah. I was gonna say the girl is gonna drag you, but everything you said was actual factuals. Because when I seen people dragging Rihanna for that "Lift Me Up" song, I was just like, I heard the entire internet beg, when is the album coming? When is the album coming? When is new music coming? Rihanna, you said you was dropping. Rihanna, you said you was dropping. And then she dropped, and y'all had the nerve. Y'all had the utter nerve to critique this woman's song, to drag her for it. This ain't what we asked for.
Do you see the caucasity? You guys you pulled some caucasity. I couldn't believe that.
You hear my wine?
Yeah. Mine been over here. Look.
It's been a long day.
Sis, I feel you. I'm like, okay, podcast recording has got to be a form of self-care. Like, this is
Yeah.
definitely the relaxation. Look, I just want to girl talk and chill. I just want to girl talk and chill with my boo, Mies. Like, it's a
Yeah.
thing.
It definitely is like, I don't know, it's like the ultimate wind down. Like, we gonna show up, we gonna chat it up, we gonna ha ha ha, we gonna hold each other accountable, you know what I'm saying? And it's like a warm hug every time.
Every single time. I needed it. Oh, I
Yeah.
needed it.
Yes. Yes. Um yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. So they is releasing a new movie this weekend.
Yes.
And did you see the interaction with him and that reporter? Um I think at the premiere. Was that the premiere? It was on the red carpet. I think it was the premiere of his movie.
It probably was. Yes.
And so I didn't I've seen people like posting about it, but I never clicked on it or anything. But then I finally watched it today and I was like, she tried it. She really tried it. And he, like, respectfully let her know, you do not know me like that. Do not associate yourself with me, because back in the day, they didn't want me, but now I'm hot and they all on me. Like, go somewhere and let's keep this interview pushing. I said, okay, I like a little that.
Yes. So for everybody who doesn't know what Mies is talking about, which I can't imagine anybody that's watching this podcast doesn't know what Mies is talking about. So Michael B. Jordan was doing a interview on the red carpet for the movie Creed 3, which we will be pulling up to go and see, okay? Because it's coming. Him and Jonathan Majors, we pulling up
Yes.
to the theater, okay? They ain't gonna have no shirt on, and I might not have one on either. I don't even know, okay? So Michael B. Jordan is doing, his rounds on the red carpet, stopping by, talking to everybody that's interviewing, and L'Oreal, who actually went to school with him back in the day, stops him. They do an interview, and she mentioned something about, them knowing each other from back in the day. They went to school together. And so he makes a comment and says, yeah, the corny kid. I remember what you said. And like the look on his face, like the eyebrow he's giving, I feel like he practiced that in the car. Like he's been waiting to just give it to her. He was I feel like the man was upset. And so that was a thing that happened. And then she interviewed him. He went on with the interview, answered all of her questions and everything. And I think at the end of the interview, she made sure to comment and say that he is not corny. Which me and Mies had totally different perspectives on it, because I felt like he was being very emotional, and I felt like he just could have let that ride. It really wasn't necessary. I do understand Misa's perspective when she's like, she trying to make it seem like we're cool, or like, me like that. I took it as like more so, I want to know you like that, which, that is a thing. Like real life, there are real life nerds and real life corny people out here. Like that's a very real life thing that happens. And then sometimes it's like the Steve Urkel and Stefan type thing. Steve Urkel, ain't nobody checking for Steve Urkel. But when he hop in that machine and Stefan comes stepping out, Laura trying to step. She's trying to step. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I was weird and awkward and crazy back then, and now my shit is popping. As long as you approach me like I'm popping now, I don't give a fuck about what happened back in the day.
Oh, hell no. Like, no. No. Anybody that came from me back in elementary, middle, high school, I mean, unless you got like Diddy dollars, why are you here now? Like, don't, no. And I feel like he wouldn't have even mentioned that if she didn't try to like align herself with him. Like, oh yeah, we went back to Yeah, I was corny here, right? Don't try to act like, you have some proximity to me. And I feel like, if he wanted to be like nasty or whatever, he could have walked right by her. Because, sometimes they don't stop to address each reporter.
That's
And
why it was so petty, because he's like, oh no, I got something for her.
I
I
feel
can't I
I
can't
feel
wait.
like he peeped who she was. He was like, okay, we can do the interview. But as soon as she took it to, oh yeah, let me stop you right there. let me slow your roll right there. And then he kept it pushing. Like
He did.
I
Yeah.
see.
And I mean, like I said, I'm all for like protecting your peace, protecting your energy, sticking up for yourself. Absolute forms of self-care, of self-love. I am all about it. But you was emotional. you
Emotional.
you was emotional. And I also don't think there's anything wrong with acknowledging, like, I was a corny weird kid back then, and now I'm popping. Like, I think it's unrealistic for people to be like, no, I've always been fucking ace, I've always been top dog, I've always been that dude. Like, that's a lie. That's a lie.
Corny corny and black men, like that's the word for them. Like you can't be out here calling black men corny. Like it's a part of their whole manliness thing. Like you just can't do it. So calling a black man corny hits way harder than calling a white man. He'll probably, yeah, my name is Chad and I'm corny and I like to. Okay, Chad. Like you can call us corny, and it's like, oh, ha 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 ha. You could not be out here calling black men corny because they take it personal. It's at a new level. Corny means something totally different with black men, and so I see why he felt away.
But even though we were kids at the time, like, you're upset about something that I said to you when I was a kid and you were a kid. Like, I'm a whole mature grown adult now. Like, I don't I don't talk to people like that anymore because it's a fucked up mindset. But I was a child.
You're assuming a lot of maturity on her behalf. We don't know that she's had any eye opening introspection or whatever. All I know is when we were coming up, you played me to the left. You said whatever you said. You came at me, and what she said was like, "No, I never called you corny. We talked about your name." And so I can't imagine like being a black boy growing up and my name is Michael Jordan. After
Your parents had no right.
like I can't imagine. And so and like he acted early on, and like acting as a young black kid is not cool. Like nobody knew he was gonna be Michael B. Jordan. So I
Yeah.
can only imagine like how many people were coming. He probably got a long list of everybody that came at him and said something crazy to him or whatever. Like, so I'm like, yeah, you don't forget. You do not forget. You may like move past it. You may not be emotional about it, but just don't act like you know me like we cool, because we not. I'll do a little funky interview, but we not. Don't drag it.
Well, I think that it's unfortunate that people can't be forgiven for past transgressions that they've made. Like, I do assume a lot of maturity on her behalf because I listen to L'Oreal's podcast. I listen to her show. I listened to the podcast with her and her friend when her co-host called him corny, and she didn't have no response. She didn't say anything. So I don't ever hear her, like, on her show. I never hear her dragging other celebrities, or like, I align with a lot of the things that she'd be saying because I'd be like, that shit was extra as fuck. And yeah, so I do assume a lot of maturity on her behalf. But also, I know, me personally, I haven't always been, the nicest, most peaceful. Like, at one point in time, I was a very immature, insecure, awkward girl, and I said some fucked up things to some classmates of mine, and I've apologized to them for that. And I would just not ever want to be like that, to be the only thing that people know about me, and to not be forgiven for it. But me and L'Oreal are two different people. Maybe she's never apologized, and had anything, to say about it. She just want to pretend like it didn't happen. But I would like for Michael B. Jordan to go to therapy and get the fuck over what happened in high school.
Even for you to say, because you was the bully. You just said you was the bully. You still bullying right now.
Yeah.
You're still bullying right now. And what you're saying is that Black men cannot have emotions. And if they have any type of emotions, they need to go to therapy and get over it. That is what Autumn is saying. I am not saying that. So when y'all drag us, drag.
Yeah, drag me, because I don't think there's anything wrong with it. If you're having,
when I grew up, I told y'all I grew up in church, and it was very obvious I grew up in church. We couldn't wear pants, we couldn't do a lot of stuff. And so it was always this running joke or whatever. And so I didn't really get bullied, but I just can't imagine anybody that says something sideways to me. And when I'm at my peak moment, this is his first film he directed and stuff. It's oh yeah, I used to. What? Get out of here! Get this. I might not even do the interview. Get this man out of here. Don't.
Mm-hmm. You need therapy too, sis.
I don't think that's emotional. You're not. I'm in a good element. I'm in a good vibe. This is me protecting my peace. You're not finna bring up nothing, no old stuff in me. Get out of here. I feel he was very graceful. And I mean, we know you're a weirdo as well, though. You be in your own world with your thoughts and
life. Yeah. And Michael B. Jordan is an Aquarius as well.
Is he February or January?
That I don't know. And you know how I feel about the Aquarius men. It can go either way. But I think that might have been my other point with that whole situation was he's talked about, him being very much into anime before anime was a thing that was popping. He is into different types of creative art things and she said that they grew up I want to say in Jersey or something, where basically it was cool to be hood and you was over here doing nerd activity. You cannot be shocked that people were calling you corny as a child. I very much embrace it. I embrace the fact that I was a weird girl growing up. I feel like men should be allowed to embrace the fact that you're not all on Drake level. You guys are not all super swagged out and very whatever. Drake? Some of y'all are weird. And guess what? Drake. Slide in my DMs. If you're one of the weird ones, slide in my DMs. I'm here for all the weird shit.
This is not a way to meet men. Block.
I want to know about your weird things.
Oh my gosh. I just want a girl talk and chill. No, I just want a girl talk and chill and meet niggas. That's the shirt.
Yeah. On the side.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I just know that has a different connotation for Black men. And you think about the nerdy guys that I didn't really know any growing up. I probably did and didn't realize it. But
you wasn't paying them no mind.
I can't really think of I can't really think of any of them. I mean, it wasn't a lot of Black people. I mean, we had Black people, but there was a lot of white people. Small towns in Kansas. But I just anime and being into arts as a Black teenager, as a Black kid, a boy, they automatically start associating you with soft. So if he grew up in Newark, New Jersey, and they talking about it's cool to be hood and stuff like that, they probably call him a soft everything. So he probably does have some. I mean, I don't want to project trauma on a Michael B. Jordan, but I can just imagine what was said to him and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm glad it's cool now for anime lovers to be into that. Now it's cool to be awkward, to be corny or whatever. Now those are cool things, but even men now don't want to be called corny. Corny now, that's I don't even want to go down that lane. That's a whole nother 30, 45 minutes.
We won't touch that.
We're going to stay right here. But it's still a a negative thing. Like I said, women, we can absolutely be awkward, corny, weird, not quite right all together because we like certain things or whatever. But when it comes to black men, yeah, it's this extra gotta be manly. And a lot of that comes from them. Like they put that
Yeah.
pressure on themselves. Some women definitely uphold that pressure, but yeah, so definitely Michael B. Jordan. We definitely like all of the types of black men, especially you. So
Like I said, I'm gonna be in the theater. Okay, March 3rd, I'm in the theater. You ain't got no shirt on. He ain't got no shirt on. I ain't got no shirt on. We up in here.
my God.
They might kick me out.
They're definitely gonna kick you out. And all the other fast tail girlies out there talking about they bringing roses to the theater.
If I hear one buzz, if I hear a buzz and a little, I know the settings. I know the settings. I'm telling. I'm immediately telling.
Excuse me, security.
It's getting juicy over there and it's got to go.
Get her out of here. Oh my gosh. I'm actually going with somebody. So
Big mistake.
I've given the disclaimer.
Okay, good. Because I
Right?
got in trouble when Creed 2 came out. I acted a fool. I got in trouble.
No, I've given the disclaimer. They know how much I love Michael B. Jordan, just period. Like, just Michael B. Jordan is enough. But Jonathan Majors, too? I mean, he's probably going to benefit, from going with me.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, I hope that this movie is rated like, I don't know what's worse, rated R or NC-17, because this is soft porn.
Oh my God.
It's 100% soft porn.
I hope to God my mom doesn't watch this episode.
Hi, Mom.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Yeah. Like, and I mean, I don't, listen now. Somebody was saying how they can't wait to see the movie because of the storyline and this. Well, they said I can't wait to see the movie. I was like, man, I can't wait to see it either. I'm talking about the storyline. You don't even know what's going on. I don't need to know what's going on. I know Michael B. Jordan's gonna be in there, and so is Jonathan Majors. So whatever the storyline is, it's gonna work. It's gonna be perfect.
Yeah. I'm not supposed to know the storyline until I see the story. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Oh man, like yes,
And then what's the other girl's name? Tessa Thompson? Yes, Janelle Monáe's ex. I think that's her ex. Or they might still be together, but I'm pretty sure that's her ex. She's gorgeous too. She plays, his hearing impaired wifey. Loved everything about her acting skills. But
yeah,
love her.
she's amazing.
She really is. So I'm here for all of the black magic that's happening in this black ass film. It's so crazy to me. They took the Rocky series and turned it into just blackness and just black phenom. I'm here for it. I love it.
As long as Michael and Jonathan are a part of it,
Who's gonna be in the next one? That's what I can't. I haven't even got past this one, and I'm already plotting and planning on number 4. Who y'all gonna put in it? Is it gonna be a throuple?
you know
Oh
what?
my gosh!
God help her, help her, God. I don't know who else they could throw in there, like to.
I don't know. I have to think and meditate on that. If you guys have suggestions, leave it in the comments because I want to know.
You know who I really liked before? Now, this is somebody that I was like, okay, this man seems corny. I don't.
Is that going to be okay? If we have male listeners, viewers, is that okay?
They'll get over it. So, M'Baku from Black Panther,
The one with the thick thighs?
the Jabari warrior.
Yes.
Yes. So I see him there, and then I saw him in Us. Did you watch Us?
I'm going to say no because I don't know what that is.
Oh my God, Jordan Peele. Do you know who Jordan Peele is?
Oh yeah.
So I am not a sci-fi person, but like I watch certain black movies because they're sci-fi. So he made Us and Lupita
Oh,
Nyong'o.
I did see the one with the scissors.
Yes. Do you remember the role he played, like as the husband and the dad?
Yeah, and he was nerdy.
He was like, he had that baseball bat. If you want to get crazy,
Yes.
this is M'Baku, like the Jabari warrior, leader of the tribe. And you want me to think that he's out here on a porch? If you want to get crazy, man.
No, this is that made me like him even more because that means look at your diversity as an actor. You can do that and you can do this. I'm here for it. I love the diversity. You have more range than Denzel Washington because that man plays the same character in every damn movie, and I'm tired of it.
They're gonna drag you, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
We should have a segment called Autumn's Toxic Takes.
Denzel is, it is what it is. But yes, I'm all for the diversity in the acting range. I want to see that you can do it all and not just be, like the only thing I can do is be, a big African superhero. Like, nah, show me the range.
Whatever. I want you, if you come out as daddy and like just big energy, that's what I want to see. If you take on any roles after that, and it's just like, I mean, great for diversity, all that acting, whatever. Not good for my fantasy of you. Which, what does that really mean? But I was just like, there's no way. There's no way this is M'Baku.
See, I thought he was even cuter in that movie because he was wearing the glasses. I love nerds. I think I really do like nerds. I don't know how I ended up with somebody who went to prison for 4 years doing illegal activity because I actually like nerds.
Questions I need answers. Did you start liking nerds before he went to prison or after?
Always. I've always liked a geeky man. He's probably the only one that I've been interested in that, but you know what? Underneath all that uh gangster activity, he was a fucking nerd too.
Hmm.
That's crazy. But yeah, I thought that he was even cuter as he had on the, like, even the clothes that he was wearing was very like just
Caucasian.
yeah. It was everything. It was just very not, he was a suburban black man. And I was like, you know what? I feel safe. I feel secure. Come here. Come here, Big Papa.
Big Papa. No, sir, we are not on the same page. We do not relate. I like a square now. I love a square now, but I need him to have just like a little bit of rugged to him. Like I need to. Yeah, that was too much for me. That was.
I think who we talked about somebody else being. I asked you if Childish Gambino is considered
Oh,
artsy or is he considered corny?
Childish Gambino is definitely an artist. That's definitely okay. So you have corny. You got your corny slash nerdy, corny nerdy. Those can be two different categories, but we'll put them together for now. Yeah,
Okay.
artsy, creative, like weirdos. Cause a lot of artsy creative types are just freaking weird out there. And then there's gotta be another category. I don't know what it is right now. But then you just have like rugged too. Just like rugged energy. You have that too. I mean, probably in between there somewhere is like the squares. Just like, but like squares with some swag, like the dudes that like to read books, they got the job, they go to their jobs where they handling their business, whatever it is, you ain't gotta worry about them. Like they not out here trying to be Kanye in the creative realm or whatever. But they got their lane. They got their lane. They're safe, good, decent, whatever. Childish Gambino is definitely creative. I'm trying to think of like a corny dude, but I can't even. Nobody comes to mind. Oh, we said Nick Cannon.
We did. We said Nick Cannon. We said Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon is definitely corny. Like, I feel like he has become like the most successful corny black man of our time. Like
Cause I'm like, are corny niggas winning? Is that what you're telling me? Because apparently Michael B. Jordan has been named as corny. He's definitely a win. Nick Cannon has been listed as corny. Financially, he's a win. Mentally, I don't really know what's going on there. Physically, I know he got some problems going on there. So we're going to say financially, he's winning. Russell Wilson has also been named as incredibly corny.
Corny. Like,
and again, he was at one point in time the like number one NFL quarterback. That's a win. He got a beautiful wife. That's a win. His money is straight. His money is long. He got good investments. That's a win. Are the corny niggas winning?
Corny niggas are definitely winning. I don't know.
Right.
I wouldn't call Russell corny. I would call him a square. Like he gives. I mean, but not square like in an insult. Cause I've been called a square too. But like like not into trouble. Not like out here doing too much. Just doing the right thing. Maybe a little awkward or whatever. Russell Wilson. It's a man right there.
I'm sick with it. I am sick. And see, my take is I don't think that any of those things are like none of those things are bad to me. Like to be called corny, I'm not trying to clown you. I'm not trying to roast you. Calling you a square, I don't think that that's bad or negative either. What's a bad way to describe a black man is if I call you a broke ass nigga. Now I'm trying to clown you.
Girl, they don't care about that.
But I do. Okay, I care. If I'm calling you Baroque, if I'm calling you musty dusty, if I'm calling you a hotep ass nigga, I'm roasting you. Definitely. If I call you corny, if I call you a square, I'm flirting.
Nah, I'm definitely not flirting by calling no nigga corny. You know who I think is corny? Like one of the corniest, most successful niggas? Drake. Drake is like one of the
not the certified lover boy.
Yes, certified boy. Like Drake. Listen, did you see that post I shared? It was something I saw on Twitter. It was months back, and then he had a necklace made, a 42 diamonds, talking about these was all the times he almost got engaged. Drake,
big Scorpio energy, and you're trolling us. Incredible marketing, though. Incredible marketing.
I was just like, Drake, like, I love his music. His music, for the most part, until he came out with like that side dissing Megan mess a couple months ago.
I haven't listened to Drake since then. You know, I don't play about the stallion.
That's your girl. You're Aquarian hottie. That's
Period.
your girl. But like his music is made for black women. I've been listening to Drake since like 2008, 2000. Yeah, I've been listening to Drake a long time before he blew up. And so I've been a huge fan, and like I knew him on Degrassi as Jimmy in the wheelchair, right? So I knew that Drake. And then Drake has blown up to like calling people to handle business. Like, Drake, when did you become a thug? And so you hear that Drake, but then you hear this man talk like in interviews and see him geek around other like celebrities, like basketball players and stuff. And it's just like, Drake, man, you the corniest. You're our cornball dog.
And I love his watching him and Chris Brown do like their, because Drake is a phenomenal, he's an actor. Like this man is a literal character. I don't know why he doesn't do more TV shows and movies, because he's really good at it. Like he got perfect comedic timing and everything. He's really good at playing that role. So that video, No Guidance, with him and Chris Brown doing like the dancing scene and everything, I'm like, oh, it was adorable. I'm like, you make me like you, Drake. You make me like you.
No. When I seen that, I was like, oh, this is funny. This is cute. But this is probably Drake in real life. Like, this is probably really who this man.
You wouldn't want to hang out with him if that's what he's like in his, like, you're funny like that in real life? Nigga, come pick me up. Well, I'm going wherever you going.
No, first of all, if Drake wasn't taking me anywhere, I'm going. Like, let's be clear about it. Like, let's
clear that up.
Not front for the internet. If Drake ever wanted to take me somewhere, I am getting in whatever type of car he's in. But at the same time, it's just like Drake, to me, I feel like he has like a lot of secondhand cringe moments of like just witnessing him be lovesick like a daggone puppy over strippers, women whose profession is to use sex as a way to pay their bills. So their whole purpose is to finesse you and make you feel like they really rock with you. But everybody know they don't. So I just imagine like being out with Drake and he's just like, girl, I just love you so much. And Drake, like, she just told 5 niggas that you didn't hear her? Like, I just imagine witnessing it. It's like, oh, this is so uncomfortable.
I feel like you're literally making me want to recruit him for my cult. Like, he's giving cult energy. Like, yes. Devote your life to me, Drake.
Drake is a Scorpio, and I'm pretty sure I read something that said he had a Cancer moon. I don't think he went through type of problems.
Let me straighten up my face. I'll pass.
See, and I mean, it's Drake, so I'm willing to hang out. I'm willing to go wherever he wants to go. I'm willing to be a rider in the car. I'm riding, okay? Kiki, Mies, are you riding? Yes, I am. But like, I just like envision myself as somebody like kicking it with his entourage, and I'm just watching him be the corniest like nigga I've ever met in my life, and I'm like, Drake, you really don't gotta go down bad like this. Like, you really don't have to.
Oh my gosh, this is how I know I literally do just like corny niggas, because it's not that I like Drake, because I'm definitely not attracted to him on that type of level, but I'm for sure like, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. That is funny to me, and like, I'd rather be in good, high spirit, high energy, funny energy than with a nigga that just think that I just got it like that. Like, I'd rather go somewhere and hang out with Drake when he's at his corniest than hang out with Trey Songz while he's walking around thinking that he's that nigga everywhere he go. He's just, I'm that nigga. Do you know who I am? Trigger Trey, singing to everybody, fighting people in the stands. Like, I'm good. I'm not going anywhere with you. I don't care if it's actually Trey Songz or a nigga that act like Trey Songz. I'm not going.
This makes me so sad because I think it was yesterday. I was in the car and like a Trey Songz song came on, and I used to love Trey Songz. Like, oh my God. If he was dropping mixtape, it was one summer he was dropping mixtapes back to back, and I had all the
girl. I know what one you're talking
about. Like, I know all the songs word for word. I absolutely loved Trey Songz. If it wouldn't have came out that he was out here like allegedly sexually assaulting women and just like being freaking gross, I would still love him. But I absolutely agree, like, the type of dudes who be on some, like, I know I'm that nigga, you deserve, like, well, you should be happy that you're in my space. Like, I deserve all this praise. Sir, ain't nobody finna, no. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's definitely not a good time. Like, the corny nigga is cool to be around because I'm going to laugh at you. But, like, I don't see how that's a good fit for me, because like, if we're ever arguing and like you tell me to go sit down and be quiet, like, I can't take you serious because you are a cornball. Like, did you hear what you said last night? Like,
But a corny nigga is never gonna come at you like that. He ain't never gonna come at you and be like, take your ass in there and sit down. He's never gonna be on that type of energy. He's going to tell you like, obviously you're feeling some type of way right now and we just can't be communicating right now, so I'm gonna go this way, you go chill out, and we can come back and we can communicate later. He ain't never gonna be, I've never seen a corny nigga be able to switch into daddy mode and just be like, I wear the big drawers and I tell you what to do. That's not who they are.
And I need daddy energy in my life.
This is true.
I can't. Yeah.
This is true.
Sir. Like,
we actually intended to have a whole episode talking about self-care, and we talked about I guess we did kind of talk about self-care, self-love.
No, we did not. The question is, are corny niggas winning or not? That's the title of the episode.
Yes.
Are corny niggas winning?
I just want a girl talk and chill with a corny nigga.
Oh my God. Autumn, we be the same person. And then you say something and I be like, I cannot relate. Like,
I always got to add a little Aquarius twang on it. I add the little Aquarius twang and then she adds the Aries
something.
It's not even a real word. It's just because it is what it is.
Yeah, man. Michael B, man. Can you imagine like calling Michael B. Jordan a corny ass nigga and then like seeing him become who he is?
It's a real thing. But I feel like that situation would definitely be different if she was just like a bum and she just, seen him at the gas station or something. Like L'Oreal got a career. She doing her own thing, She may not be mega millionaire on his level, but she got her own notoriety. So but I mean, as they say, people say be mindful of what you say about people. But I would also say in my defense as a former bully, do not hold our teenage ignorance against us, because we can change. We can be reformed good people. Stand up to therapy and get over it.
Stand what you said.
As a child,
I'm a lame ass that can't dress. Oh, okay, 20 years later. Oh, hey girl. Stand on what you said.
Stand on what I said as a child. In your adolescence, you liked Trey Songz, and now you know better because he is a different type of nigga than who we thought he was. People grow and people change, and some people grow and change into rapey ass niggas, and some of us grow and change into better, evolved, more conscious women. Forgive us. Fuck. We trying to do better. Cheers.
Girl, the wine is definitely amazing.
Yes. Kudos to your bro for coming through.
Yes, y'all. So Autumn was like, I'm about to drink. I'm drinking this episode. I was like, oh my goodness, I don't have no wine. All my brother here. I'm like, hey, you got some wine in the house? The baby came through. And I feel amazing. But yeah, so you guys, so that brings us to the end of this Girl Talking Chill session. Let us know if you went to see Creed 3. I feel like we should do a review on it, but let us know if you guys go see it. We're gonna go see it this weekend. And don't be trifling and bringing stuff into the theater that you shouldn't have.
Unless it's alcohol. Sneak alcohol in, but leave your damn rose at the house.
Yes, don't be that guy. Yes, join our Facebook group, Girl Talking Chill.
Just like it says, wrong side. On the titty. Girl
Yes, on the titty. Lord have mercy. Y'all see the shirt. Y'all see the merge. I'm gonna have mine on next time or the time after. Let me know why. One of these times I'm gonna have. Yes, on all of the social media outlets. Check the description because I'm gonna post, or we're gonna post the. I'm like, this wine is really hitting. We're gonna post
You need to get some food in your stomach.
the social media in the description. And yeah, join our tribe, join our gang. Our group feels just like this. So we talking, we chilling, sipping, having a good time. We do have exclusive events in our group. And I'm gonna stop talking because I don't say next.
Sis is feeling it. I'm feeling it. And we out.
We are out. Good night. Well, bye.